In the golden heart of the savannah, where the wind danced through tall grass and the sun kissed red clay, there stood a village, Kalamu. From above, it looked like a painting. Circular huts painted in tribal colors, women laughing as they fetched water, children racing barefoot beneath the towering spirit tree, a baobab that had watched over the village for generations. But Kalamu held a secret wrapped in meat, a secret bleeding just beneath the surface. At the center of the village stood Otik's Butchery, a lively little shop known for one thing: the best meat in the entire region. Otike was a man of muscle and mirth, tall, dark-skinned, always laughing with customers. People adored him, trusted him, respected him. He fed the village. He was the village. But then people started to disappear. First, a traveler, then an old woman, then a young boy. They vanished like smoke, no goodbye. No footprints, just silence. Still, life went on. One day Juma, the village joker, strolled into Otike's butchery, wearing his usual green shirt and patched trousers. He grinned. "Give me something juicy, Butcher King." Otike chuckled and handed him a paper-wrapped package. "Oh," Juma added, "mind tossing in an old sack? Need one for my charcoal." "Of course," Otike replied, tossing an old burlap sack over the counter. Juma waved and walked off, but halfway home, under a mango tree, he stopped. Something was off. The sack. It was damp, a strange smell, metallic, rotten. With a furrowed brow he opened it and froze. Inside was a severed human hand, fingers curled, skin pale, still warm. His heart thundered. He dropped the sack, backed away, choking on his own breath. What? What is this? Back in the village, the lunchtime stew was already bubbling in kitchens. One family, hosting a well-traveled guest, was digging into a rich red broth. The guest took one bite, then paused. "This meat," he said, his voice slow and sharp, "doesn't taste like goat." Laughter followed, but unease settled in the room like smoke. Juma couldn't sleep that night. He stormed back to the butchery the next day, fire in. His eyes and the sack in hand, he slammed it on the blood-stained counter. "Otieno, what in the name of the ancestors is this?" The laughter left Otik's face. His hands trembled. His skin turned to ash. A crowd began to form. Whispers turned into roars. "I didn't want to do it," Otik cried, collapsing behind the counter. "They made me. A gang. They kill people. They made me dispose of the bodies. They said they'd kill my family if I refused." Gasps, cries, chaos. The villagers were torn. Was this the truth or another lie? That night, a few brave souls crept through Otike's backyard. Hidden in the tall grass, they watched him. There he was, alone, working by lantern light. On his table, unmistakable even in the shadows, was a human leg. Cleaned, skinned, ready to be sold. The next day, police arrived. Otike was arrested, his house searched. What they found would haunt Kalamu for generations. Bones, clothing, jewelry, tools, names matched to faces. Families broken, and the gang. Some were caught, others vanished into the bush, never to be seen again. The once thriving butchery was nailed shut. Red crosses painted across its walls. Kalamu had lost more than just villagers. It had lost innocence. Years passed, but the story lived on. Mama Sifa, who once bought her meat from Otike, now told her children around the fire, "This is why we bless our meals, why we ask where our food comes from, and why no smile, no matter how wide, should ever go unquestioned." Kalamu healed, slowly. Children laughed again, drums beat again, but now they beat with caution. When young ones asked about the old butchery, the elders would smile bitterly and say, "Meat is meat." But now we know, not all of it is meant for the pot. The story of Otike's butchery isn't just a tale of horror, it's a mirror of what happens when darkness wears a friendly face, of what's hidden behind trust, and what's at stake when We choose silence over questions, from laughter to grief, and back to wisdom. Kalamu will never forget, and neither should we.